Students of class 5A and 5B, welcome to this GK class. Today's points, as I mentioned, look at the board, Unit 5, Minerals. The name of the topic is Minerals. Points, calcium, iron, magnesium, phosphorus, vitamin, folic acid and folacin. Vitamin, folic acid and folacin. Now I am going to discuss vitamin, folic acid and folacin, folic acid and folacin. Now first point, these points I am going to explain you for your subjective questions, so that you can answer subjective questions prominently and don't write any wrong answer. Only in order to improve your life's style of writing, your writing skill, I have decided to re-explain certain points for your better understanding, so that you can score good marks and good grades, as I mentioned to you earlier. Now the process number 4, I am going to explain these points. Calcium. What is calcium? What is calcium? Calcium is vital for building strong bones of teeth. The time to build strong bones is during childhood and the teen years, to fight against bone loss later in life. Weak bones are susceptible to osteoporosis, causing bones break easily. That's why calcium is required in order to make our bones very strong. That's why calcium, this mineral, is useful to our body and body parts, bones. Now, what type of question may come from there? How is calcium useful to our body? Which body organs are helped by the calcium? This type of question may come. So you have to answer very carefully. What is calcium? How does it help our human body? Which parts of human body can be helpful by this calcium? You have to answer it. What I explained, calcium is vital for building strong bones and teeth. Calcium helps the body organs, bones, because the deficit of calcium might become a cause of bone breakage. Bone can be broken. That's why this deficit might invite any kind of bone disease in our human body, in our bodies. That's why calcium is required to be used for functioning properly in our body, so that our body can get calcium and here bones of our body can become strong, and we can run fast, we can jump fast, we can dance fast, and we can do any work with full energy. That's why calcium is very, very important for our body. And next one, iron. What is iron? Iron helps red blood cells to carry oxygen to all parts of our body. Now, what are the symptoms? Symptoms of iron deficiency, anemia, include weakness and fatigue, lightheadedness, and shortness of breath. So these are the reasons iron is required to our body. Because of fatigue, because of lightheadedness and shortness of breath, because of anemia, because of other weakness, iron deficiency might bring this kind of diseases in our body, may invite this kind of diseases in our body. That's why, in order to remove this type of this type of diseases like iron deficiency, anemia, diseases like weakness, fatigue, and lightheadedness, and shortness of breath, shortness of breath. This mineral is very important to us. This mineral can become useful to our body. What is this? The name of this mineral is iron. And next one, magnesium. What is magnesium? Magnesium helps muscles and nerves. Magnesium helps our muscles and nerves. Nerves it helps in the function, in proper functioning of nerves and muscles. Magnesium helps us in proper functioning of nerves, our body nerves and muscles, steadiness, the heart, rhythm, and keeps bones strong. It also helps the body create energy and make proteins. That's why magnesium is very, very important to our body. And next one, phosphorus. Phosphorus helps form healthy bones and teeth. Phosphorus. It also helps the body make energy. Phosphorus helps the body to make energy, to produce energy. It is a part of every cell membrane, and every cell in the body needs phosphorus to function normally. Our body organs always would like to function normally, and whenever it functions normally, then the longevity of our body can be increased. Longevity means a person can last long if all body organs functions normally. That's why the phosphorus, this mineral, is very important for our body. Why? Because phosphorus helps all the body organs to function normally. It functions normally. It also helps the body make energy, and it is also a part of every cell membrane, and every cell in the body needs phosphorus. Why? Because it would like to function normally. And phosphorus is found in most body, in most foods. Now, what are the food sources from where we can get phosphorus? Phosphorus is found in most foods, but best sources are dairy foods, meat and fish. From dairy foods, from meat and from fish, we can have phosphorus. And magnesium, from which foods we can have magnesium? Whole grains and whole grain breeds, nuts, seeds, green leafy vegetables, potatoes, beans, and avocados, bananas, kiwi, and broccoli, prawns, and chocolate are good sources of magnesium, from where we can have magnesium. And iron-rich foods include red meat, pork, fish, shellfish, poultry, lentils, beans, and soy foods, green leafy vegetables, and raisins. Some fruits, cereals, and grain products are also fortified within this iron. Now, from which foods we can get calcium? We can get calcium from milk. We can get calcium from other dairy products like, yogurt, cheese, and cottage. Cottage cheese are good sources of calcium. And some foods like broccoli, green leafy vegetables, and soy foods are fortified with calcium. So these are the foods, and these are the sources of food from where we can have calcium. So these are the minerals we have to study. Its usefulness we have to study. We have to learn the sources of the foods from where we can have minerals. So what are the sources of minerals? There are different foods and food items from where we can get minerals. So these are the things you have to learn. Can you name the foods from where we can get minerals? You have to write down the foods of each mineral, like calcium. What are the food sources of calcium? What are the food sources of iron? What are the food sources of magnesium? What are the food sources of phosphorus? You have to write very carefully. For that reason, you learn it from the very, very beginning. Okay? And next one, vitamin folic acid and folacin. Vitamin folic acid and folacin. Folate helps the body make red blood cells. Folate helps the body to make red blood cells in our body. It is also needed to make DNA also. Dried, now what are the sources? Food source? Dried beans and other legumes, green leafy vegetables, asparagus, oranges, and other citrus fruits and poultry are good sources of this vitamin. So, are fortified or enriched bread, noodles, and cereals. These also are the food sources for this vitamin, folic acid, and folacin. Up to this, my dear students, all of you must learn these things and get yourself fully prepared for facing any type of subjective question successfully. Thank you.